Hey, Bill here. Sunday, July 8th. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's July 8th around 5:30 p.m. Here are the boxes of the toilet and the sink. And let me go out into the porch. Oh, it's nice and warm out here. On Friday, my brother-in-law and my nephew, they came over with their pickup truck. We went to Home Depot and got 8 sheets of green board, of sheetrock, mold tough green. It's got this green facing to it instead of white facing. So they also cost twice as much per sheet. Actually more, like 1.25 times more than a regular sheet. So that was about $100. And I want to start soon cutting it and putting it into the bathroom and putting up the walls once I'm sure that everything else is fixed and correct and ready to go. So we got Mr. Blowtorch Doesn't Belong on the bench here. Let me bring him inside. Alright, so I'm going to go upstairs and show you what's up. Okay, I'm back. I'm down in the basement actually, not upstairs. Wow, look at that. Okay, this is window frame part 2. Yesterday I made, out of this MDF, I made this reveal, basically a jamb extension, where each of these dimensions and the 4 corners, the thicknesses, they're all different because the window, well, the window, actually I'm not sure if the window is plumb. If I remember, the window when we put it in, the house is not plumb, so the window had to butt up against the framing of the exterior framing of the house, and so that's the way it lived. So now it brings this guy, these guys here, they stick out 1/2 inch, so the drywall, so this surface will be flush with the green board drywall. Then from there we can put molding on it like that, you know, do molding with a slight, like a, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch or 3/16 of an inch reveal. Or we could have it, we could do tiling, and the bathrooms are done that way. You have tile here with a corner tile, and then tile the wood in here, or we could just tile the base here, the windowsill. But, so you see, primitive carpentry. I used drywall screws, the top. From my father, he bought way back in the day, he bought these corner jigs. He bought 2 of them. You really need 8 of them to jig, 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 and jig, jig. So when you glue and screw, if you're doing cabinetry. So to get this tapered cut on the back, let me show you. To get this tapered cut, yesterday, the other day, on Friday, I guess it was, I used a saber saw and I got this kind of wavy cut, which was really not that great. So today what I did is, having seen them in the magazines and on TV, let me put this on my little cheapo table saw. What I did is I made a cutting jig, and I've seen these on my favorite TV show, This Old House, with my hero Norm and Tom Silva. Is basically this is a straight edge that the circular saw runs against, and it's 5 3/16 of an inch to here. And you put your piece of wood here, and you can screw it either here or here on the. This can either be the waste side of the cut or the good side, or vice versa. You screw it into the waste side, and you hold the piece of wood. So instead of like making straight cuts, you know, you can make highly oblique angles, just a couple degrees off. So that's what I used this for today. I made one. Puzzled it, made a couple cuts in practice. Well, I made the first cut with a spare piece, and I thought I could use it, but I decided not to. And then, you know, I think about the 3rd piece, I finally got it together and got my technique together and rode the learning curve down. So that's it. So that's what's going on here. I got my old trusty power drill, corded drill, and I got my handy, highly recommended Craftsman right angle impact driver. So, got to clean up. The tragedy of it is today is not that great of a tragedy. Is these are the rails These are called the rails, and these are the styles. So they're like train track rails here. You know, the two pair, and then these are like sleepers, or the ties. The rails here are like an 1/8 of an inch short, or a 1/16 of an inch short. So basically, what I want to do is on the part of the Anderson window down here, on the frame that, or the molding that sticks out, what I'm going to do is trim it 1/8 of an inch off of it, so this guy will slide right in. So it's just not worth it for me to go through making new rails and rescrewing everything. And I've got this spare piece of wood, which I think I'll keep. It's like $6 from Home Depot. Is it worth it taking it back? Not really. So notice my clean and organized basement, but I'll probably just store it under Dad's tool table or workbench that he made back in the late 50s, early 60s. And I had a friend here, my friend here, Ralph, who watches these videos. He said that this thing is a real monster. And I never really thought of it that way, because, you know, it's been here since forever, since literally it was probably here before I was born, so it's always been here. I spent a lot of time as a kid down here with Dad as he tried to do his home improvement or home repair. And you know, a lot of it they didn't teach at Harvard Law School, so he did okay for what he had. But I have more time on my hands right now, unfortunately. And so I'm trying to improve the tool quality. You know, getting this. He never had one of these, which, even though this guy's kind of only 2 years old, he's kind of wearing out. He's kind of worn. He doesn't cut straight, and you know, it's $150 or less for a saw. A real one for a pro carpenter, $600. So, you know, you didn't get what you didn't pay for. So, all right. Well, that's my philosophy. And I got all this stuff. I need a new toolbox. I got more tools, and I need some more of this plastic shelving. And I want a big Craftsman toolbox, or another one of these. So that's it. See you later. I'm going to take my shower and wait for dinner. Bye bye.